Do you want to get rich in The Sims 4? Then you need to pick the right career. The Sims 4 has an almost endless number of ways to get rich. The most obvious way to make money is by joining a career. Earn promotions to make your way to the top of your career, and you might become the next Nancy Landgrab. Not all careers are in The Sims 4 created equal. If you want to set yourself up for success, I'm going to help you. I'm going to be breaking down the highest paying careers in The Sims 4, both in the base game and all of the DLC. The highest paid careers in The Sims 4. Carl over at Carl's Sims 4 Guides has done calculations for some of these careers. I've not done the maths. I've relied on Carl to do the maths for me. So thank you very much, Carl, for supplying this list for us. The top 5 highest paying careers in The Sims 4 base game. We have a style influencer, or a stylist. The hourly pay is 500 simoleons. The daily pay is up to 3,000 simoleons. And the weekly pay is 15,000 simoleons. So 15,000 simoleons in 1 week is really good. For players with just the base game, the style influencer career is your money ticket. Relatively low hours with a high hourly pay means a lot of reward for little effort. Players who enjoy spending hours in cast will love this career because you'll be able to make money through giving all the townies makeovers. Then we've got the style influencer, or the trend setter. The hourly pay is 451 simoleons. You bring home 2,706 simoleons per hour, which equates to about 13,530 simoleons per week. This career branch isn't too different from the stylist branch. If you're torn on which career path to take and want all of the money, go for the stylist branch. The duties are very similar, but you make more money in the stylist branch than the trend setter branch. However, if you want to try out the trend setter branch, then and you're not too worried about making like 2,000 simoleons less per week, then go for it. The next one up is business career in the investor branch. The hourly pay is 406 simoleons. You bring home 3,248 simoleons per day, and per week, that equates to 12,992 simoleons. If you go into business, you can expect to make money, naturally. That's the whole point of going into business. While it's one of the highest paying careers in the base game, the downside, it's a lot of hours, especially at the lower levels of the career. Your Sims will be trapped in the daily grind and be stressed out and overworked the majority of the time. In the astronaut career, you want to go for Interstellar Smuggler branch. The hourly pay is 413 simoleons, with the daily pay being over 3,700 simoleons, which will equate to just over 11,000 simoleons per week. If you want to make a cushy living at the top level of your career without having to work much, this is the ideal career for you. The Interstellar Smuggler branch of the astronaut career only requires you to work 3 days a week. Even though you're not making as much as a stylist, you have a lot more free time on your hands to enjoy your earnings. In the secret agent career, the villain track will net you just over 500 simoleons per hour, with a daily pay of around 2,500 simoleons, which means you'll be bringing home just over 10,000 simoleons per week. The secret agent career rounds off the top 5 list for the base game. If you want to make the most of this career's potential earnings, you need to be devious and join the villain branch. The career is best suited to evil or mean Sims with a public enemy or chief of mischief aspirations. Moving on to the top 10 highest paying careers in The Sims 4 DLC packs. We've covered the top 5 in the base game. Now we're going to cover the top 10 across all of the DLC. And the reason why it's the top 5 in the base game versus top 10 in DLC is just because DLC has added a lot of careers. So first up, we've got the military career in the covert operator and operator career paths. This is Strangerville. So this career is only available if you own the Strangerville pack. You will bring home 422 simoleons per hour, which gives you a little over 3,300 simoleons each day, and nearly 17,000 simoleons per week. If you want to get rich, Strangerville should be your top pick for DLC packs. The military career it comes with is by far the best career based on pay alone. Both branches will net you nearly 17,000 simoleons each week, so you're free to pick the branch that you like the most. You can also choose to work from home and earn the same pay, so it's quite a versatile career. If you have the Seasons pack, go for Gardener and go for the Botanist path. That brings you 420 simoleons per hour, so just a little bit less per hour than what is in the military career in Strangerville. The daily pay for a botanist is just under 3,000 per day. The weekly pay is just under 15,000 simoleons per week. The Seasons expansion pack is a fan favorite for many reasons. It adds a lot to a Sims everyday life. It comes with seasons. You get spring, summer, winter, and fall with the Seasons pack. And it comes with one of the highest paying careers in The Sims 4. You wouldn't think that digging around in the dirt all day would be lucrative, but if you join the Botanist branch of the Gardener career, you'll be raking in, as I said, nearly 15,000 simoleons each week at the top level. This is another career that allows you to work from home as well. If you have eco lifestyle, you want to go for the Civil Designer, the Civic Planner. The hourly pay is 350 simoleons, which means you'll bring home just over 3,100 simoleons each day, and just over 12,500 simoleons each week. While you make a lot more money as a botanist or a military officer, being a civic planner comes with other rewards, like a reward trait called Champion of the People, which gives you more sway in your community and the ability to fabricate special career-only items. If you want to make the most of eco lifestyle, expansion pack, the Civil Designer, Civic Planner branch is a good career choice. For social media, Public Relations branch, this is if you have city living, this pays 453 simoleons per hour, which will net you approximately 3,200 simoleons per day and approximately 12,600 simoleons per week, which is a really good wage. City living is a great expansion for extroverted and social Sims. Adds a lot to your gameplay to city living. You get festivals, apartments, just loads of stuff. And you also get the social media career. One of the highest paying careers in The Sims 4 is the social media career, specifically the public relations branch. This career also has the potential to earn you extra money on the side through social media presence. It's a work from home career too, which means flexible hours, work whenever you want, which is awesome. Then we've got private attorney branch in the law for Discover University expansion pack. You get 450 simoleons per hour, which equates to just under 3,200 simoleons per day, and just over 12,500 simoleons per week. While you earn a lot more per hour as a private attorney, you work less hours. So overall, you'll be making the same amount of money each week as you would if you were a civic planner. It's a good career choice for your ambitious college graduates. And Get to Work, there's the doctor career. Oddly, doctors are they're one of the highest in the DLC, but they're one of the lowest of the highest, if that makes sense. They're on the low scale of the top 15 earners in the Sims world, which I find interesting. If you're a doctor and you have in the Get to Work pack, the doctor career gets you 280 simoleons per hour, which is 2,800 simoleons per day, and just over 11,000 simoleons per week. It's an active career, so it only has one branch. As I said before, you would think that doctors would make the most money out of every career, but they don't. They pull in just over 11,000 simoleons per week at the top level, which is still high, but not nearly as much as other careers. The benefits, though, of being a doctor are pretty good. You can predict the gender of unborn babies. You get a trait that makes you more resistant to illness. And active careers are a lot more fun than other careers because you get to play your sim. Through the Get to Work pack, there are 3 careers that you get to go with your sim to work, and it's loads of fun. I do recommend the Get to Work pack just because it's got these active. And speaking of active careers, the next career is the scientist career, also through Get to Work. The hourly pay is 247 simoleons per hour. You get approximately 2,200 simoleons per day, and the weekly pay is just over 11,000 simoleons, which is a pretty good pay for a scientist. It's slightly below the doctors, but you get some great perks. Scientists can have breakthroughs, which allow them to discover and build new inventions, including a cloning machine, a satellite that can make contact with aliens, and a wormhole generator that allows you to travel to the alien planet of 6M. If you're an alien enthusiast, becoming a scientist is a great way to meet aliens, and it's also a great way to go to the alien homeworld, which is beautiful, by the way. It's a small world, but there's loads of collectibles on 6M, and the views are absolutely phenomenal. Moving on to the third and final get-to-work career. It's another active career. It's the detective career. You get paid 265 simoleons per hour, which is about 2,100 simoleons per day, and just over 10.5 grand per week. The detective career is the lowest paying active career that comes with Get to Work, but it still makes the top 15 list. If you love watching cop shows on TV, this career is for you. You can travel to crime scenes with your sim, interview witnesses, collect evidence, and piece all the clues together to put the bad guy in jail. It's a very fun, exciting career to play through. Going back to seasons, we have the gardener career, floral designer. The gardener career, floral designer path in seasons pays 350 simoleons per hour, which means each day you will bring home approximately 2,100 simoleons, and each week about 10.5 grand. The gardener career makes a second appearance on the top 15 list. If designing floral arrangements is more appealing to you than studying the science of plants, then you should consider the floral designer branch of the gardener career. The pay is decent, and you'll be able to spend your time building your flower arranging skill. It's worth mentioning that you can have a killing on the side by selling the arrangements you make for work. Some arrangements are worth big money if you have the flowers on hand to save money on crafting costs. So while the career may be in the low end of the top 15, through selling your floral arrangements, you can make an absolute bomb. If you have city living, politician career and politician track is the way to go. That brings you 340 simoleons per hour, 2,100 simoleons per day, and just over 9,500 simoleons per week at the top level. It requires your sim to be extremely extroverted. You have to greet sims daily and promote your political platform. And your sim will also be hosting a lot of events and fundraisers to raise money for their political campaign or charitable donations. The career is best suited to outgoing sims with the friend of the world aspiration. You know, if you want your sim to be super popular, it's definitely a good path to go for. So there's other things that you can do in The Sims that will net you more money. So, I mean, keep in mind that all the careers I've just listed is the base pay only. Certain careers have the chance of earning more through the things that you can do, and you can also earn more money depending on your sim's education level. So if you have Discover University and you sent your sim to university, there's a chance that you can get paid more for your chosen career. And it also depends on how many pay rises that you earn throughout your career, because even after you reach the top of your career, you can still earn pay rises. It's also important to remember that overall, 9-to-5 careers are the least lucrative way to make a living in The Sims 4. You can earn far more simoleons, hobbies, selling paintings, publishing books, and licensing songs will net you a lot more money than the actual careers do. Gig-based careers such as the base game freelance careers and the interior decorator career from the Dream Home Decorator DLC also have the potential to make you far richer. The issue with calculating earnings for those careers, though, is that the earnings aren't constant. Your skill level, which jobs you take, your client satisfaction, and how many jobs you complete in a week will all change your pay drastically. Basically, with these careers, the more you hustle, the more you make. If you don't mind doing a lot of hustling, I actually recommend the interior decorator career because I played that career with one of my Sims, and they had so much money at their disposal because that's all they did was the career. Same thing with painting, though. If you don't mind having your Sims stand there and paint all day, you could easily bring in a couple of thousand simoleons in one day's worth of painting. Definitely worth to take a look at the hobbies that are in The Sims as ways of making money instead of going on in a 9-to-5 job. If you don't want your Sims to do the 9-to-5 grind, yeah, choose a hobby.